Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, sir, welcome back. What do you make of this? What do you make of today?
Well, I mean, today is the first step towards accountability of all the crimes the Biden family's committed. If I could list the top 10 crimes that the president's son has committed, lying on a gun application wouldn't even make the cut. But I think what's interesting about today, first of all, the basis for the evidence was the laptop, the same laptop that all the Biden administration officials said when they were, before they won the presidency, that it was Russian disinformation. It wasn't true. The same laptop that just a few months ago in the deposition of Hunter Biden and in the transcribed interview of Jim Biden, they both disputed anytime we brought up evidence from the laptop. They disputed the authenticity of the laptop, implying that it was Russian disinformation. So the Department of Justice used the laptop as the basis for this conviction. And then if you look at on down the road, Hunter clearly didn't pay taxes. He's never to this day paid taxes. His taxes were paid years late by a major Democrat donor, Kevin Morris. That trial, they're going to have to use the laptop as well. He's clearly violated FARA and other laws. So I think that this is the first step. But, it's also rich that Joe Biden's the one that advocated for gun laws that would forbid someone from being a drug addict from purchasing a gun. Yeah. And then their lawyers wanted to argue it was unconstitutional to have that law. So, I just think the whole day was rich, but I'm glad that we're seeing the first steps towards accountability. And the key thing for our investigation moving forward is the fact that the Department of Justice used the Hunter Biden laptop as the basis for evidence. It was not Russian disinformation. It was 100% factual.
And we've known it's 100% factual, some of us, since before the election, okay? Mm-hmm. I mean, we keep hearing the New York Times recognizes it, the FBI recognizes it. My take is this, that this conviction is designed really to protect the Bidens. It legitimizes, in their mind, the verdict of Donald Trump. You see, it's all about the rule of law, and justice is blind. I think in their mind, this sanctions, this legitimizes that verdict. He's not going to do jail time, and it looks like something when it's really not. They had to do something, but now they have political cover for all the crummy stuff they're doing to Trump.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't disagree with that at all, but I'll say this, that we also had criminal referrals to the Department of Justice last week on the fact that Hunter Biden committed perjury in his sworn deposition. That's going to have to be used in the sentencing phase of both his gun trial as well as his imminent tax violation trial. In addition, this investigation, the influence peddling investigation, hasn't reached the final report phase yet. And I can assure you, there are many crimes that Hunter Biden has committed. When you look at the clear violations of the Foreign Agents Registration Act, according to the whistleblowers, he evaded taxes, he committed tax fraud.
Right.
According to the banks in the suspicious activity reports, there was money laundering involved, potential bribery.
If I can jump in, your committee has done a brilliant job documenting that, but this thing is checking the wrong box on a form, and I want to take Hunter out of it. His noxious personality and character, let's forget him. It is true that these kinds of crimes normally aren't prosecuted in and of themselves, but they did it here. And of course, they hassled President Trump beyond hassle. That's never, ever, ever done. Are you at all concerned that these career prosecutors, so-called career prosecutors, are running around prosecuting pretty flimsy crimes and hassling, arguably, the entire political system? Undermining the entire political system, these career prosecutors.
Absolutely. Look, I've said from day one, the reason they started with the gun charges is because that's the only crime that Hunter Biden committed that you can't tie back to Joe Biden. Remember, you look at the violations of the Foreign Agents Registration Act, the tax evasion, the tax fraud, all that revolved around influence peddling the Biden brand, Joe Biden. But lying on a gun application, that's the one thing that Joe Biden wasn't involved in. So that's what they did today.